Footbap Nation!
Let's ride.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second episode of Fantasy Footbaps 2025 fantasy football season. It's your host, B Dizzle, with my co-host, Paul. Paul, say what up to the fans at home.
Hello, ladies and gents.
All right, let's get right into this. We got a lot to talk about here. There's been a lot of shop talk. There's been a lot of shakeups in the standings and everything. Some waiver wire pickups. Actually, pretty excited that trade went through. I didn't see that a trade went through, so a little bit of a spoiler, but we'll get to that eventually. Let's start off. What do we usually start off with, Paul? Do we just go through the games?
Yeah, usually the games.
Okay, so let's just go
Scoreboard.
through the games then. So, first game we'll go through since I'm at the top and since it wasn't close. Me versus Dave. I beat Dave 110 to 59.72. I would round it up to 60, but I kind of want to shame Dave a little bit there. 59.72. Couldn't even reach the 60-point mark. This is what happens when you draft Joe Burrow in week 1. He gets you 8 points. Honestly, if it could have been way worse for Dave. So Thursday night, me and Dave, Dave had the Eagles defense. They only get him 2 points. Not insanely shocking because Dallas is a good offense, but shocking because you would think the Eagles defense is probably 4 points is worst case scenario. And it was home against Dallas, so that was a little shocking. But then Pickens only got me 4.5 points. Pickens is going to be a little annoying, I think, this year for me because even in that game, he had 3 deep balls that were pass interferences and stuff like that. So it's that shit's just going to happen when you have... He's basically Mike Williams. I think I said that in the group chat with Dave and his cousins. I said George Pickens is just Mike Williams with aura. And I love Mike Williams. And Mike Williams was awesome in fantasy. I had him. But that's just what happens when you have a deep ball sideline guy is there's gonna be PIs that get called. It's just kind of what happens. So Thursday came through and I was me and Dave are basically even there. We both had guys shit their pants. And then Sunday came and it was over right out the gate. I mean, Tyler Warren caught 4 passes on the first drive. Ibuka scored pretty early on. I had Jaden Daniels. I didn't even realize, Paul, it's been a while since I've had a quarterback. Jaden Daniels wasn't even incredible or anything and still got 20 points. That's what it felt like when I had Herbert or Russ back in the day carrying my teams at quarterback.
The guaranteed 20.
Yeah, it was just be it was 20 points every. I mean, I don't know. It felt pretty good. So Jaden Daniels was kind of doing really well at the 1 o'clock slate. Basically, it was after the 1 o'clock slate and the Commanders defense did good. Dave's 1 o'clock guys, Tyrone Tracy did nothing. Ted McMillan, I guess that game got delayed. That technically was 1 o'clock. I don't know. It never really felt like it was all that close. And then 4 o'clock was, even though I had Ken Walker and Nico do nothing at 4 o'clock,
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp did nothing. Devontae Adams did nothing. Oh yeah, Joe Burrow for him at 1 o'clock didn't do shit. It just kind of wasn't really all that close. I mean, it looks even worse because Derrick Henry gets me 30 points on Sunday night. But yeah, Dave, this was supposed to be a comeback season. Not the start that he was looking for here, and I don't feel like going back and looking, but I feel like I've only started 1-0. This is going to be we've been doing it since 2015, but we don't have those first 2 years of data. But I would guess that this is the 10th season. I would guess that I've started 1-0 maybe 3 times in the history of Footbaps. So this being the 3rd time, so a 1-0 start is pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, I guess, would you have started Keon Coleman? I may have started him over Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. I don't know how good. Is San Fran's defense even supposed to be good this year?
I mean, I think they're always good. I don't think they're bad. I think I just maybe would have gone Keon Coleman because it's Baltimore and you knew you'd throw it a lot. It wouldn't have mattered anyways, but that was basically it.
It's a tough call.
Oh, actually, that does remind me though. Um, this is what I was gonna say before. So I was between Jordan Mason and Dylan Sampson. And I was pretty confident that Jordan Mason would get like around 8 points. Get whether or not he scored a touchdown. Like if he scored a touchdown, then maybe more, and if not, then 8. Um, but what it was in preseason with the ones, like so the starting with the first string in preseason was Dylan Sampson over Jerome Ford. And then he played the whole fucking drive, besides maybe like a couple snaps here and there. So I was like, okay, so Dylan Sampson's gonna be starting, gonna be getting at least like half the work, whatever. And then I I think it was Nick. I was talking to Nick Barlow, and I was like, I mentioned something about Samson, and then Nick was like, "No, I think it's going to be Ford starting." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And he was like, "Yeah, Mary Kay Cabot like reported. Mary Kay Cabot basically reported on like Thursday or something, maybe even Friday, like." Jerome Ford is going to start and he's going to be the bell cow back. For anyone at home, the bell cow back means that you're basically getting every single snap, every single touch in the backfield. Like Jerome Ford is going to get 90% of the touches in the backfield, and Dylan Sampson's almost like not going to play. And I was saying, like, I don't get it. Why would Sampson have started and gotten all those snaps and they've been talking about him getting all this playing time? Like, why would that ever be how it was? But I decided, and I was really torn all like the next few days. Like, I want to start Sampson against Cincy, but why the fuck would Mary Kay Cabot have ever released an article like that? Turns out, preseason was right. I should have just listened to what my eyes showed me, and also what my eyes have showed me about Jerome Ford being a league horrible
We've known this
back.
for years.
Exactly, and sure enough, I immediately Samson jogs out there with the starting with the offense, and I was like, "Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding
It's
me,
just
dude?"
fun how Ford was projected like what, 13.5 points? And it's just like we know he won't get it, but what the fuck? Why
Dude,
is it so high?
it was. I think it all stemmed from the Mary Kay report. I mean,
Yeah,
What does this woman? What? How does she? Where does she get these scoops from? Does she make them up? I think she just makes them up.
definitely.
Like so, I won, but I remember during that game being like, if I lose, this is entirely on Mary Kay Cabot because why the fuck did she release that article? Um, I just thought. I just thought that was funny. Like, I feel like she's wrong most of the time. I shouldn't have listened.
Definitely.
Whatever. I beat Dave. A new
Oh,
rivalry forming. Go ahead. Were you gonna say
I,
something?
I was just saying, oh well, at least it didn't matter. But I did have a question. What is your thought on the Kenny Walker Charbonnet situation?
Yeah, I don't really know like what to think about it. So I think that the snap splits and the like touch splits, which I think Kenneth Walker actually had more touches than Charbonnet. Like Charbonnet was on the field for the Seahawks one like 13 play 70-yard touchdown drive, which I want to say Charbonnet probably had like 12 carries. I would I think that probably 7 of those came on that one drive. So I think it was like he was on the drive that they scored a touchdown on, right? So like had
Hmm.
it been Ken Walker on the drive, I don't think that anyone is really like saying anything. And then also, in the second half and specifically in the fourth quarter when they like needed points, it was Kenneth Walker on the field getting the touches. So I don't really know like what is I can't see into the future. Two things like one, I'd be shocked if Kenneth Walker, who's been like their guy and like a a star in the past, if they're just like, oh yeah, now he's like not gonna be our guy anymore, or like not at least splitting, that would be pretty shocking to me, unless they have plans to trade him. And then number two, I just think it was like I said, I think it was just situationally. Sharp was on the field for their one long drive, and then I feel like people. I mean, it also comes down to people who like are watching games or not, because then they'll look and be like, yeah, Charbonnet was better than Ken Walker, and it's like, well, if you watch the games, it was just every single Ken Walker carry there were like three guys in the backfield every time. And then, like I said, the one drive Charbonnet had, like where he looked good, was like there just weren't guys in the backfield. So you know, it who knows how it's gonna shape up. I mean, I have both of them, so I'm not really too worried if for some reason Charbonnet is the starter and gets carries for whatever reason. Like I have him, and if it's Ken Walker, then I have him. But I'm not really too worried, especially not after week one. Um, it was just weird. So if it was
Hmm.
Charbonnet the whole way, then I think so. But the fact that Kenneth Walker was like the guy in the fourth quarter and like the second half and stuff, and then also the guy getting like the passes, like where Charbonnet like wasn't getting any passes. Like I don't know. We'll see. I feel like every year people try to uh say like, oh, this is the year Charbonnet, So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not like too worried about it because I have Charbonnet anyway, so it really doesn't make a difference to me either way. Um, let's see. So the next game would be Kyle versus Chip. Kyle wins 89-76. Wow, Chip got 24 points from Jalen Hurts, still only managed 76 points. 18 points from Puka. Wow, so Hurts
Damn.
and Puka basically put up all of his points this week. The Caleb Johnson reach is looking worse and worse every day. He
Yeah.
actually only played 2 snaps and got one
Yeah.
carry. This was a
For a
sixth
-2.
round pick, I think. Yes, he reached like 3 rounds to take Caleb
That's
Johnson.
unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's looking like, at least in the short term, that's
I'm
not a good
shocked a little
pick.
bit. At least he has Tootin on his bench. Maybe Tootin works out now.
Yeah,
But
maybe Tootin works out. Let's
um,
see.
it's
Oh,
just
he
crazy
he's
that.
lucky with Hollywood Brown. He's lucky, Rashi Rice got suspended and Xavier
Yeah,
Worthy got
true.
hurt. So now he probably can just put Eckler in the RB2 and
Hmm.
put Hollywood Brown in. That kind of like saves his ass, because if he didn't have if Chiefs weapons didn't get hurt, I mean, Chip is probably starting Caleb Johnson again next week, which
Yeah.
is shocking. But so he
That's
kind of lucked
wild.
out there. It could be way worse. Um, Kyle, it's just Jamar Chase week one. He starts off, the Bengals fucking start off slow, which, dude, for anyone, I know Austin was at the game. I think I told him, but I think that a lot of people probably saw the broadcast. The broadcast kept saying, you know, the Bengals are looking to change the narrative. This was late in the game when the Bengals had looked like piss all game. It was like, they're looking to change the narrative, win this game. You changed the narrative about starting slow, and then they won. They were like, they changed the narrative. Oh, they're not starting off slow. Like, no, they did start off slow. They fucking sucked and shouldn't have won. They looked like shit. The Bengals still started slow. They just so happened to fall backwards into a win against a bottom three team. Like, or a bottom three projected team coming into the year. I actually think the Browns looked better than I would have thought. Like the offense,
Yeah.
it's against the Bengals defense, but like I think the Browns defense is going to be not a bottom five unit like they were last year, and I think the offense might be like the 10th worst unit instead of like, they're still not going to be good, but
Hmm.
I
They
don't
won't be
think
the
they're,
worst.
yeah, like coming into the season I was like, they are only going to win one game, and it's going to be at home versus the Titans. Now I'm like, okay,
Maybe 3 wins.
I
I'm
think that
feeling
they can
3.
hit five. I think they can hit
Ooh.
five. As I don't know if that's like too big of a ooh, ooh. I think the
Ooh.
Browns can win 5 games. Oh wow, yeah, that's a hot take. Like 5 wins, which is
It is.
literally nothing. I think the Panthers last year won like 6 games and they were terrible. So like you just luck into wins sometimes. But no, I think the Browns actually aren't going to be like horrific. Also, they just kind of have the Cincy's number. But I was just getting annoyed that they were like, the Bengals did it. They changed the narrative, and I think Dave sent me a tweet, maybe, if or unless it was me that sent it to him, that was like, God, I mean, Bengals fans can just be the worst. They said Bengals winning games with Joe Burrow doing next to nothing should terrify the rest of the league. It's like, dude, shut the. They're already back out. We're on like year 3 of them being like, watch out, league. Joey B is mad and ready to fuck. And it's like, dude, shut up, guys. Like, stop doing this shit. Like, so I don't know. back to the game though. Kyle beats Chip, another rivalry, new rivalry, interdivision rivalry in the books. Kyle takes home the first game of the rivalry. Yeah, Jalen Warren I think is good. Kenneth Gainwell was getting a lot of snaps. I think Jalen Warren's solid. Um, James Cook looks like he's going to be good again. You know,
Mhm.
Ricky Pearsall is the one, a guy I really wish that ESPN didn't move up like 3 rounds, like 2 days before our draft, because getting him in like the eighth round, like seventh, eighth round, was like great. I'm so mad that he got moved up to like a fifth,
He's
sixth
sixth
rounder.
round now. Yeah,
Yeah, he ended
or at least
basically
was
going.
for us.
Yeah, he ended going in like fifth, sixth round of like every draft. So such a tragedy. Like he was.
Also,
Go ahead.
Jawan Jennings got hurt, but I know Ricky's like better anyway. But that definitely helped
Oh no,
out.
that's why I'm saying. And George Kittle got hurt.
And
Like I'm
Kittle, yeah,
saying, I'm saying Ricky Pearsall was going to be solid regardless. Now he's just going to be flat out good. Like just probably really good. He's probably a top 24 like fantasy wide receiver play this week and however many weeks Kittle and Juwan Jennings are out and stuff. Like I just wish I would have ended up with him. I'm so mad that ESPN did that with him and Ibuka. Those were like I was doing like drafts, those mock drafts, and it was like I would take Ibuka in the sixth and Ricky Pearsall in the seventh, and I was like, I know I'm reaching like 2 or 3 rounds according to ESPN, but I want these guys, and then they fucked it all up. You know, James Cook was another one that was getting back a lot at the end of the third round that I thought I might be able to get. I think Kyle took him like end of the second, early third.
he
Um,
got third. It looks like
yeah,
it was early third.
I think it was the first pick of the third then because he had the
Yeah,
first pick in the draft. But yeah, like that was just a guy I was hoping could maybe fall back because it seems like no one wanted James Cook, but Kyle apparently wanted him. Not much else to say. The quarterback situation is maybe like a little scary just because I think Dak has like another tough matchup. Oh no, it's the Giants. That should be fine. Um, but yeah, just looking at Kyle's team, it's like quarterback is kind of the only weakness. That's basically it. Running back, yeah, because he
hmm
has James Cook. Like maybe there's an argument that like Warren is like,
but he's got Judkins. Once he starts playing, who knows what he'll turn into.
yeah, maybe he'll turn into something too. Um, it does kind of suck for him. He had Tank Bigsby. I don't know if he ended up dropping it, but now that he's in Philly, it's like, well,
Yeah,
there
it's
goes
the
that
lottery
lottery
ticket.
ticket. Yeah, that lottery ticket out the window. Chip started 0-1 though. I think he started 0-1 last year. I will check the history on this because I only need to look back 1 year. Um, let's see. Maybe we can start. No, Chip won week 1 last year, so maybe this is a good thing for Chip. Light a fire under his ass early. Next game on the board is like the fact that Gorman's name is Shopping Talk. I thought it was you, and I was like, I thought Paul won this week. Okay, but Austin mauls Gorman. Austin wins 140-79.
With
Um,
1 point from Mark Andrews.
with 1 point from Mark Andrews. Austin got double digit points from everyone but Mark Andrews. He loaded up on the Ravens players. So Lamar on the Ravens, 29. Zay Flowers, 25. And Mark Andrews won. But Chase Brown got 12 points, basically all on the very first drive against the Browns. Now that I think about it, I don't know if he did shit after that. Chuba Hubbard did the same thing that he was doing all last year, which was he like just scores garbage time points. He's a running back who scores garbage time points. Like it's incredible. They like last year they would go into halftime, the Panthers would, and they would be down like 28-3, and Chuba Hubbard would have like 4 carries for 16 yards, and I'd be like, oh my god, I am so fucked. And then somehow, some way, like I would just see Chuba Hubbard score like a 10-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. Like basically what he did here. Like Chuba Hubbard's got to be one of the only garbage time running backs in the NFL that isn't like exclusively a pass catcher. Like Alvin Kamara or Achan, garbage time because you're catching passes, but like Chuba Hubbard's really not even like a huge pass catcher. He's just a normal running back. I don't know. That's hilarious. 16
Mhm.
points for Chuba. CeeDee Lamb could have had a way bigger day for Austin too. He gets him 15. Rome kind of like backed his way into.
He had a garbage time touchdown.
Yeah, that was basically garbage time. That's insane that he even ended up with 13. Michael Pittman's interesting.
Yeah, pop the fuck off. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting because I'm just wondering if like Anthony Richardson and like Michael Pittman's injury. I mean, Michael Pittman has been good when he's been healthy and had like a competent passing quarterback. So
Hmm.
it's like maybe Michael Pittman's going to be good now. Starting the Packers defense against Detroit was a crazy move and they get him 11 points. I mean, Austin
Yeah.
is just cooking right now. But onto the
And then wait, oh, we
yeah.
gotta pay attention. The steal of the draft so far, potentially by Austin, 10th round ETN,
Mhm.
17 fucking points. That's who saw that coming?
Apparently Austin.
Yeah, I guess so.
Apparently ETN is going to be good in fantasy any year that I don't have him. It's kind of
True.
funny too. I was saying it to maybe I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was like, having someone fuck you in fantasy can potentially fuck you like in the future too. Like this is year 2 of Travis Etienne fucking me because if I wouldn't have gotten
Hmm.
fucked by him last year, I would have taken like someone on Jacksonville has to get carries. Why would I not take a shot on him in like the 10th round? Like so
Yeah.
now it's double fuck 2 years in a row because he fucked me last year. I didn't pick him this year, and he's gonna fuck me again. So fuck Travis Etienne. I mean, he sucks too. He's not even good. He's never even been good in the NFL, but he's gonna get carries. So, and that offense, that's the offensive coordinator from the Bucks last year. So it's kind of impossible to be totally shit. Um, but yeah, I agree. Potential steal of the draft, Travis Etienne. Um, we'll see what happens there. Gorman is in a really scary spot with the quarterback situation. Bo Nix looked fucking terrible. He doesn't even have another quarterback on his roster. Like if I mean, I'm sure things will turn
Well,
around, but that was bad.
I mean, I don't want to jump ahead, but maybe he does have a quarterback now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dude, I mean, I think I know what the move is. We'll talk about it later cuz now I'm thinking about I'll talk about it later.
And
Either
his highest scoring player on his whole team might be gone. If
Yeah,
you
I
look at
guess technically highest scorer by like zero point 0.7 points. Either way, Josh Jacobs did his thing. Alvin Kamara somehow gets 13 points. I don't really know how that happened. I don't really know how Malik got 9.6. That game was fucking terrible. Terry didn't do shit. Sam Laporta got 10.9. Remember how bad he was last year? What if
yeah,
he's just randomly
yeah.
good
When I was
this
watching
year?
that game, I was like, damn, they really are using Laporta for once.
I'm gonna say right now, Harold Fannin and Cedric Tillman both better than Jerry Judy. I'm just throwing it out there right
I
now.
agree. Judy dropped a ton.
Yep, he dropped a very crucial pass. He's just not great. Fuck
I
him.
think last year was just like it worked better with Jameis because Jameis just whips it anywhere, and
Hmm.
Jerry's usually like fast. It's like maybe he's open. And it kind of works out sometimes,
Yeah, I
but
mean it
definitely feels
also
more precise.
it also was like he just had 2 games with Jameis where he had like 200 yards, and that was like
Hmm.
basically it. He kind of didn't
Yeah,
do
wasn't he wide receiver 9 or 12, something
he
like that?
I don't know if he was. I doubt that because I don't think he caught a lot of touchdowns, but I think he ended with maybe like statistically, I think he ended with like top 5 receiving yards on the season. Maybe that might be stretching it. He was sixth in receiving yards. Okay, I was gonna say I knew he was
Hmm.
close. So, but I think he only scored like 3 touchdowns. So I can't imagine that
Yeah,
he got into
that's
the
crazy.
top not 10 receivers. But who knows?
Yeah,
I guess it was
poor.
a down year.
Also poor Nick Chubb. I wanted him to be good. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
he
mean
looked alright, but
he's gonna
it's
get
just
carries. He's because he's strong. He doesn't like go down on first contact. So Nick Chubb is basically uh Paul's Todd Gurley, Paul's Falcon Todd Gurley, where Paul was like living the
refused to give him
dream
up.
for like 6 weeks because Todd Gurley would go like 15 carries for 50 yards, but then fall in the end zone every week. And I told Paul, I was like, dude, you should fucking trade him because his name's Todd Gurley. And he's just so touchdown reliant. He's not good. You should just get rid of him. So I think that's what Chubb's going to be this year.
Yeah. Also, Chubb curse might be starting off strong here.
Oh
Gorman
yeah,
shit the bed. 0 and
Chubb,
1.
Chubb curse could be the reason why Gorman lost this week. You really can't disrespect the Chubb like that. Next game, another Another new rivalry here. Paul beats Mike, and another Mickey score from a team. Mike scores 57. Paul scores 97. This was basically best case scenario, close to best case scenario for Paul's Arizona lineup, where Kyler gets 18, James Conner gets 12, McBride gets 10. Like, that's probably the best that the Arizona crew can all get you in 1 week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that when I saw that Kyler Murray threw a touchdown to James Conner, I was like, dude, that is the luckiest shit ever. Like,
Yeah.
that's like one of the only ways that stack can work is if that happens. So the Arizona boys came through. Jacoby Myers did his thing. Drake London got hurt. He also dropped a
Yeah,
touchdown that
dude.
kind of
He
sucked.
caught that. You see they didn't have an angle on the other side? It's fucking dumb.
Oh, really? I didn't even.
Yeah.
I think
They,
I. Go ahead.
the only angle in the end zone was like his back turned towards it, and they're like, we can't see it, so it's incomplete.
I thought that he
Or
did.
it's just a
I
call on the
thought.
field.
I remember thinking he caught it, and then it wasn't a catch. But I wasn't watching the replay because I was watching like 4 other games, so I didn't. I
Yeah.
thought that there must have
Like
been an
they're-
angle I missed.
Nah, yeah, it was just the replay was only the one to was back to the fucking camera, so you couldn't see anything. And they called it incomplete on the field, so they just left it.
Pacheco
So,
gets 3.8 points. Paul, what are we
Pacheco,
feeling
I'm
about
not worried.
Pacheco right
Zero,
now?
zero on the fear scale, zero on the panic meter, whatever it's called. I'm a believer. You might notice that Kareem Hunt also had 5 carries. I'm not buying it. It's week 1.
Dude, he
I'm
did it
still
last year
taking-
too, though. Kareem.
Yeah, but he's just ramping up. I think he's clearly going to be the guy in Kansas City. Old man Kareem can't keep it up.
I
know-
just like
it was-
that. I just
thing
like
is-
that. You
Yeah.
were like, all right, look, like lay it on me, Ken Walker, who got like 13 touches. Pacheco gets like 4
No, I wanna
touches,
hear
and
what you
you're
had to
like,
say.
all right, come on. He's not even worried. Why would I be worried about this?
I was just curious what you'd think, because I would be panicking.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
maybe not.
But you're not
If he's-
panicking about
if-
Pacheco.
no. All right, if they're on my team, I don't panic. Even though on the inside I might be a little bit, but really, truthfully, I'm not because the Chiefs looked like shit. They're behind early. Chargers scored, early enough to make it more of a passing game and stuff. So Kareem's out there more, pass catching guy, whatnot. The Chiefs are going to be up in most games. I think their schedule will be, in favor of them. But I'm not worried. Pacheco will get that running back 1 treatment and at least 10 points per game moving forward. You've heard it here first.
I do at least 10 points every single game for the rest of the season for Pacheco. Book it. I do have a question. I know that Jefferson gets a touchdown, ends with 12 points.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of panic meter? Maybe not panicking on him being good, but panicking on taking him over CD Lamb at this point.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's like even I don't know a day after I was like, damn it, dude, I really because every mock, the reason why I took the 6th spot, that's CD Lamb every single time, no matter what. And then the draft gets there and Ryan takes CMC, and I was like, wow, he really did it. I thought he was pulling my chain. I didn't think he'd actually do it. And just literally because the ADP was favoring Jefferson, I was like, all right, I'll just pick him then. And I'm still regretting it. But
you got tricked by
what's his name?
ESPN. Happens to the best of us.
I know. I hate it. I wish we could take that shit out.
Yeah.
I would love to.
I would love to. Like, there's no rankings.
No projections, no rankings. Yeah.
Yes, that would be the dream.
But McCarthy was bad for literally 3 quarters, and then he figured out how to play football.
You were
so I'm not
shitting
too
yourself
worried.
for 3 quarters.
I was. Yeah.
But now you're not worried at all. He's going to be a superstar.
He'll be decent. I mean, good enough for Jefferson to get 10 points, and that's good for me.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Because I remember thinking, Paul's just like me. I would take the 6th spot and then take CD, and then hope for Chase Brown in the 2nd round.
Yeah, it was a running back no matter what round 2, and Bucky was my idea. And I saw Drake London there. I was like, oh my god, crazy that he fell to the spot.
You started licking your chops.
Yeah, that's literally how it goes. I have a plan, and as soon as one thing goes differently, I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's try something new.
Yeah.
And sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, because I remember being like, I can't believe he didn't take CD. Like I would have assumed.
Yeah,
that
CD,
anyone would take
Bucky,
CD.
and then Jalen Hurts in round 3 was my plan, and then McBride was there, so I had to take him. So literally
I
every
had to
first
take
3
him.
rounds, first 3 rounds were complete opposite of what I thought it would be.
Um, but either way, yeah, Calvin Ridley doesn't do anything. Justin Fields goes off on your bench, maybe a little foreshadowing of what happens at the QB position. As for Mike, the Stroud at QB is going to be an issue. Jared Goff is going to be an issue. I don't think either of them are going to be like Stroud is a
Hmm.
good real life quarterback, but he has a bad offensive line and he only has Nico Collins, so it's hard to put up a lot of fantasy points when you don't have a lot of weapons and stuff and you're not running the football. And then Goff is I
Yeah.
just think that the Lions are just going to regress, which I think everyone would probably agree with. Saquon started him out hot, but then AJ Brown started him off like canceling out the Saquon 16 points by getting 1 point. So glad I don't have to deal with AJ Brown this year. I didn't want him last year so badly. I didn't want him. I didn't want him 2 years ago or 3 years ago when I had him in my work league. Whenever I get AJ Brown in a league, I always walk away being like, I'm fucking pissed right now. I wish I didn't have him. He's gonna have his good games and stuff. It's just super inconsistent. I just don't personally like having him. Then Xavier Worthy gets hurt on Friday night, so Mike
Yeah.
gets 0 points from Xavier
I didn't even
Worthy.
know. So I was watching that game. I wasn't really paying attention. So I was in Vegas this weekend, for those that didn't know, and I really missed pretty much all of Sunday because I was flying home, and then Friday I was like doing stuff, so I kind of missed that game. But I saw Worthy get hurt, but I wasn't focused on the app, and I didn't even know Mike had him until like the next day he texted me about it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I just checked the app.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
would have
cause
been jumping for joy. I'll admit it.
I think Mike texted me and said like, what an unlucky week, and I was like, yeah, it is an unlucky week, but
Hmm.
yeah, super unlucky. I mean, we said the DeAndre Swift pick was good. He got a shit ton of carries and
Yeah,
stuff, so I still
he'll be
think it's
fine.
good. Yeah, Bowers
Hmm.
did his thing. Monty's also going to be scary if Detroit isn't scoring a bunch of points. It's just
Yeah,
a
two
scary
good guys on his bench
situation.
though. Debo and Keenan look
Yeah,
great.
Debo and Keenan. All right, so I don't know who he's going to take out. Oh, I guess Worthy's injured. So he can probably take out Worthy and Matthew
And
Golden,
then
put in
maybe
Debo
Golden.
and Keenan,
Yeah.
put him in. He'll be fine. It's just the quarterback is the only like downside as of right now. So not a great game for Mike to start out, but it's only week one. No need to panic unless you're Paul, and then you start trading Ashton Genty for Brian Thomas Jr. Oh, you know what?
It'll
We'll we'll
work.
do we'll do this one last. We'll do.
It'll work.
Oh, you know what? These are both good. We'll actually start with this one first. So Nick plays Dewey, the brother matchup. Nick wins 94-92. Dewey went into Monday night needing 5 points out of Colston Loveland, I think.
4.5.
Yeah, like 4.5 points out of Colston Loveland or something like that. And that you just know that's when it's not going to happen. When you go into a game and you don't have like, you know, CeeDee Lamb or Jamar Chase, when you don't have like a stud going into your night game and you need like 5 points, I feel like it always feels like a lock that you're gonna get like 3 points and lose, and
Yep.
it's gonna feel like shit. So yeah, not great for the Dew man. T Higgins, lets him down, and this was after Mahomes started Dewey out with 26 points on Friday night, and even Marvin Harrison Jr. starting out at the 1 o'clock slate with the 16 points. Like it felt
Hmm.
like I feel like I thought Dewey was gonna win pretty early on. Like I thought he was gonna win, and then
Yeah.
Achan scores a garbage touchdown late. Like because Jerome Ford sucked for Nick. I mean, even looking at this, it's like
Yeah, that's
almost
crazy. He
hard for me
started
to.
Jerome and still won.
Yeah, it's almost hard for me to like see how Nick
Oh
won
man.
this. Just a
Dewey just
balanced
had
stack, I
shit
guess.
games from his key guys mainly. Like Hampton, Amon-Ra, and T. Higgins. Like you'd expect them to do much better than that.
Yeah, he just pretty much
If
unlucky, and
any
then
of them
meanwhile,
did any better.
yeah, and then meanwhile, Nick's guys all treated him well. Like his top four picks, Genty, Achan, JSN, and Garrett Wilson all get him 10 plus points. So it's just like the opposite of like what happened to Do
Yeah.
Man. Um,
Right.
but it was a close game. It's just brutal way to lose, just needing those points out of
It hurts even
Loveland.
more when Kincaid has 13
Yeah, that
and
is
Loveland has
so.
2.
You know, it's kind of crazy too. I was thinking if I took Loveland, I wouldn't want to start him week 1 if I could help it, and Dewey could actually help it. He had Dalton Kincaid. Like, I probably just would have started Kincaid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Kincaid's
mean?
tight end 1.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I can't believe what he's 12 points is enough for tight end 1. That means Tyler Warren got me like 11.8 or something. He must be like tight end 2 or some shit. That's wild. Um, yeah, Nick's got a bit of a squad here. A bit of a squad. I mean, Dewey just,
Mm-hmm.
bad week, but you can always bounce back. A close game between the
Yeah. Brock
brothers. You love
Purdy
to see
did
it.
get hurt, but Nick has Justin Herbert on his bench. So that literally is probably in his favor,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, you would rather not
Not
have to
out of-
choose
to
between
pick.
quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just rather start one, and we'll touch on that later. You never want to have the two, or at least for me personally, having the two quarterbacks and you don't trust either one fucking sucks. On to the last game, Captain Lottery versus Vietnamese Farmers. Ryan beats Steve 124 to 120. This one came down to the absolute wire. Uh, Steve was down 3 points, and Caleb Williams actually missed a wide open DJ Moore for like a 20-yard touchdown that would have won the game for Steve.
And then he got him killed.
Yep, but even if you rewind before that, Josh Allen scores 40 points on Sunday night, and you'll see in the thumbnail we have Ryan. Last year he was the tight end whisperer. This year we're calling him the QB whisperer because me and Paul were talking about it. Ryan has had the number one quarterback in fantasy every year he's done fantasy. So 2 years ago, last year, I bet this year it's going to end up being Josh Allen. 40 points. I mean, think about how many, to the viewers at home, how many times do you think you got 40-point performances from your fantasy quarterback in your entire life playing fantasy football? Yeah, now think about the fact that Ryan has gotten 40-point quarterback performances in fantasy probably 4 or 5 times every season he's done fantasy. Like, he's probably at 10, 40, 40 10, 11, 40-point performances in the 2 years and 1 week of fantasy football that he's played. Am I wrong? Like, he's had the
You're
number
right.
one guys. Like, I would love to look back at like Lamar. I almost guarantee you he
It was
had.
Lamar last year, then Josh Allen 2 years ago.
Yeah, but give me your take on the
Um,
everything.
yeah, I mean, it was just funny because, I mean, I was tired as shit on Monday night, and I stayed up to watch the games. I just, I love watching from the side of a good battle that's coming down to the wire for Dewey and Nick, and then Steve and Ryan here. And I was in court with Ryan for the first half, so that was pretty entertaining. But DJ Moore, I have him in another league, and I'm just rooting for his success, just to be good. And there was just so many opportunities. I was watching him like every play and seeing if Caleb looks his way and stuff, and he like would, like we just said, throw it to him, but just miss. It was so bad.
I guess the other thing is too is Steve really wasn't close to Ryan until Aaron Jones caught like a 20-yard touchdown pass or so. The best part about that though was Ryan was like, what was he saying? He was like, he got a wide receiver score or something. It's like, do you mean a receiving touchdown? Like,
well, he was 30 yards down the field. Because it happened, he tossed it to him a different time in the game when Aaron Jones was like 30 yards down the field. He's like, what the hell's he doing out there?
That's like what Aaron Jones is going to be used like. That's what I just thought it was hilarious. He was like, what is this bullshit receiver touchdown? And it's like, dude, it's a play call. He's like a receiving back. He's going to do shit like that. I just thought that one was so funny.
Just funny the ball's in the air for that long and it comes down to Aaron Jones and Ryan's like, what the fuck?
Oh god. Yeah, I mean, Steve, there's nothing to hang your head about. I mean, it sucks you lost, but you got
losing George Kittle sucks too.
Yeah, he did lose George Kittle. He should have been going hard for Harold Fannin. Now I think about it.
I don't even know who he got.
I don't think he ended up with him, but we'll look at the waivers and see. Ryan got the Mickey Kelsey touchdown.
Yeah.
Literally like one catch and it was like a 30-yard touchdown. That shit was wild. But yeah, no. We'll see if the lottery ticket ends up paying off for CMC. He got a ton of touches. I would just be worried about his health, honestly, at that point.
Yeah. Luckily, he has Brian Robinson too, just in case.
Yeah, true. So even if CMC does get hurt, hopefully you would think Brian Robinson would step in.
And
He might split carries though.
I
But go
feel
ahead.
like Brees Hall is another lottery ticket pick that is definitely working out so far. Like
Oh yeah,
107 yards is fucking nuts. I did not expect that
yeah.
at all.
I mean, he probably got him in the fifth, right? Like it's not even
Hmm.
bad. Yeah, that's not
Crazy.
bad. Like I had said it. I said it on the episode. I think if you were getting Brees Hall for your RB2, I don't like it because or as long as you're not overly reliant on Brees Hall, you know what I mean. But if you get him in the
Hmm.
fifth round, that means you picked four guys that are gonna be good for the most part. Like you're at least projecting them to be good. So like taking him in the fifth isn't even bad at that point. Like I just want to see like the other guys that were around that. Like when he took him, yeah. Like if you're taking Brees Hall here, like I love Sutton, he's like that also would have been a good pick. But any of these other guys like Brees Hall, you might as well take a shot on Brees Hall there. Like it's not a bad pick at all. No one wants Brees Hall, and like the Jets can easily fucking suck and it totally fall apart. Like Brees Hall is basically was either gonna be like completely useless for Ryan or help him a lot. And if he's completely useless, like I said, he would have already had a core of Allen, CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Mike Evans, and at that point, it's like you're not really like losing out on too much. It just becomes more of a risky pick if you're like my running backs are Travion. Like my number one running back is Travion Henderson, and then Brees Hall's my two. And it's like you're really fucking playing with fire there, dude. Because like you got two guys that are question marks. Like, but when you already have four like guys that are barring injury, like somewhat guarantees, like it was definitely a good pick. Chris Olave got a shit ton of targets. Actually, talk about being worried about people. I don't know why people aren't worried about Aaron Jones because he only got 8 carries. I mean, he looked
Yeah,
bad.
give
If
him
it
one.
wasn't for that 27, 30-yard touchdown pass, he would have done bad. And I think Jordan Mason just like actually looked better. Like
Oh yeah, definitely.
it's one thing when it's uh, like sometimes it'll be like this guy was better than this guy, and it's like you're just looking straight up at stats, and it'll be like, well, but if you think about it, this guy got this like screen pass or something, or like this guy had this happen or this happened, like in that situation, like no, with Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, they basically got the same kinds of carries. It's just Aaron Jones was bad with them and Jordan Mason just looked really fucking good. So like Aaron Jones would be someone that I'm very worried about. Um like you said, Paul, it's easier to say you're worried about someone when they're not on your team. Like from Steve's perspective, he could just be like, "Hey, they're gonna throw him passes and stuff. Like I'm not worried at all." If you drafted a guy, it probably means you like them, and you're probably not like too worried. I just think there were a ton of backfields that I shouldn't have said I'm worried because it's 1 week. But there were a ton of backfields where it's like I don't think we know anything about them. Or maybe we
Yeah, the
think we
Steelers one
know
is the most
something.
confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that one I don't know anything about. The Commanders one very confusing because JCM got that long touch or got a long
hmm
run and then scored a touchdown, but like it was really confusing. I don't know if you watched it because I did watch it because I had
because they
Jane
put
Daniels.
McLaughlin into a lot too.
Yeah, but like JCM didn't play a snap until like midway through the second quarter. So I remember being like, "Holy shit, man, like he's actually not going to do anything." And then they just started like putting him in a little bit. Like I don't know what that was all about. It's almost like the same thing with Kenneth Walker in a way where it was like Eckler was on the field for like a long drive and like maybe like another drive, and then it was like then towards the end of the game. I mean, I guess it was different because JCM's was like they were kind of killing the Giants, and then like the Seahawks were in a close game. But it was like one of those things where it's like, what do we even know about it? These backfields, like it's so hard to tell. So, but Aaron Jones would be another one that I would probably like watch out for, just because I just think Jordan Mason just looked better on the same kinds of carries. It was just kind of concerning. We'll see what happens with Travis Hunter for Ryan too. He got a lot of targets. They
Mhm.
didn't turn into
Yeah,
anything.
they're
I
designing
just
like screens only. I didn't see
yeah,
any downfield pass
that's
at
pretty
all.
much what I expected from Travis Hunter though. Is like because he's the slot wide receiver, so it's like he's just going to be getting a bunch of like short targets, which isn't. I'm
Mhm.
not even saying that's a bad thing. Like he got 8
Yeah, it's
targets.
points. I
Like
mean,
yeah, I
yeah.
think I think he's going to be leaving a lot of games with like 5 to 7 catches for like 50 to 70 yards,
Yeah,
and
I
I
was
don't
just
know
gonna say that.
touchdown wise because Trevor Lawrence hasn't really ever thrown a lot of touchdowns. But like, yeah, and that's not even bad. That's a solid, that was Ryan's sixth pick in the draft. That if that's the sixth guy you're relying on, it's not bad.
Yeah, I also saw that Travis Hunter's gonna increase his snap count on defense next
Yeah,
week. That was like
I
a
don't
report.
really like that. But who knows what that actually. It could just be like, hey, they're increasing the snap count because like they were killing the Panthers and they just why would they play him on defense when they're killing the Panthers and they don't give a shit about giving up any points because they're up by 30. Maybe that's what they mean by there. I don't really know what they're trying to get out of that. But either way, Steve loses. Oh man, Ryan would love to get rid of defenses right about now. Steve's defense got 11 more points in it. I bet Ryan voted to keep
I think he
defenses
told me
in.
that. No, I don't know if he what way he voted, but I remember he said like Steve is the defense whisperer if we want to call him something.
Steve and Dewey, and
Yeah.
Mike. Steve, Dewey, and Mike are like the defense guys.
They always know, or always just at least have the good one on their squad.
Yeah, exactly. And they start the same defense every week, no matter who they play, which is like, I wish. That's why we never have good defenses on the waivers, because people actually keep the same defense every fucking week.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no. That was one of the most. That was one of the most confusing polls. Was I had like 5 people last year say they didn't want defenses, and then we ran the "Do you want defenses removed" poll, and like 3 people voted yes, and I was like, what happened to everyone that was asking about this? Because I am more like neutral on it. I don't really care. Let's take a look at the standings. So one weekend, by the way, I just noticed this. We'll get to it actually. So the standings: in first place in BAP Street Boys is me. Second place is Nick. Then Dewey and Dave are at the bottom of BAP Street Boys, both 0-1. Um, even though Dave only scored 59 points, Dewey has less of a
Yeah.
chance at
What's
making the
that?
playoffs than Dave. 43% chance to make the playoffs for Dewey,
They
50
hate
for
Dewey.
Dave. Yeah, apparently. Planet of the Baps, first place is Austin. Second place is Ryan. Third place is Steve with a 61% chance to make the playoffs, even at 0-1. And then Gorman, 40% chance, lowest chance to make the playoffs. That's Gorman at
Damn.
0-1. Bohemian Bapsody, Paul's in first place, 69% chance to make the playoffs. Same as Kyle, 69% chance to make the playoffs, who's in second place. Then third is Chip, and fourth is Mike. Mike at 0-1 has the second best chance of making the playoffs of all the 0-1 teams. It's early. Highest scorer on the week was Austin. Lowest scorer on the week was Mike. And yeah, let's see. Let's
Check
see
out
what
Mickey of the Year so far. Take a look who's in first.
you.
Let's look at that. Yeah.
Okay, so Mike or Paul is Mickey of the Year right now, and I'm right behind him on that. I'm behind him by 2 points. So, we're gonna have a Ryan situation from last year, Paul, where Ryan had like someone put up like 50 points on him one week,
That's what everyone
and
just told me too. Yeah. We're
it's
just
gonna
all
tank
year.
us the whole rest of the year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. That's one accolade I actually want to get.
Oh yeah, you
I like
want to
being
get
Mickey.
Mickey of the Year, dude. Yeah, like
I
do you
want to be
know
Mickey.
it was awesome seeing Dave not score shit against me. I was like, I don't even have to worry about anything. It was great.
Yeah.
I would love to have nothing scored against me
I
all
don't
year.
see how it's a negative thing.
So the
I mean, I
playoff
guess you could,
bracket. Sorry.
yeah, you could say it. You're, if you were to win the championship or you get one seed, it doesn't mean much, but I don't care. I
Yeah,
just don't care.
exactly. Um, so the playoff picture right now, the 1 seed is Austin. Now I noticed this when I looked, and I have the 2 seed. So the way that ESPN must default it, and I don't even see a way to change the setting, is the 1, 2, and 3 seeds are going to be the number 1 teams in each division. That must have been how it worked
That
last year,
seems
but
fair.
since we only it
Yeah.
must have been how it worked last year, but I didn't notice because we had 2 divisions. Or if I noticed, I must. I don't care. I actually like that. I think it's cool,
Hmm.
and you can I think it's fun to get the because it's not like the 2 seed or 3 seed are getting a bye, so they're still playing a team, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but either way, yeah. So the 1 seed is Austin with a bye right now. Austin's got to screenshot this, dude. This is like the hottest start Austin's ever had in football. Austin actually texted me and was like, said I've never been highest scorer. Like, what do I get anything for that? And I was like, holy fuck, there's
10
no
bucks.
fucking way. So Austin, congrats on your $10 and first place. And week 1 bye, projected bye as of right now. Number 2 seed is me playing number 7 seed Steve. The number 3 seed is Paul playing number 6 seed Kyle, and the number 4 seed Ryan is playing the number 5 seed Nick. And then if we go back at the bottom, Mike is getting a bye as the 12th seed. Dave against Chip, that's 11 versus 10, and then the 8 versus 9 is Dewey versus Gorman. Super early. This doesn't mean shit. Let's take a look at the power rankings. So we went over the power rankings last week.
A lot of change.
Yeah, a lot has changed. This might be the most dramatic shift
Oh yeah.
in 6 spot shifts. So the biggest riser is me. I got moved up from the projected 12th place finisher to 6th. The next 2 biggest risers are actually we have 3 people that moved up 4 spots. That's Nick moved up from the 6th spot to the 2 spot, Austin from 7 to 3, and Kyle from 9 to 5. Ooh, 9 to 5. I like that. Little 9 to 5 job
A
there for
little working
Kyle.
man.
Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
working man out in here. We also had Ryan actually is now the projected first place finisher. That's crazy. So
Wow.
Austin, they're not giving Austin any respect. That he's still the 3 seed. He has the number 1 highest scorer in the week. That's crazy. So the 1 seed is or the projected first place finisher is Ryan, 2 Nick, 3 Austin, 4 Paul, 5 Kyle, 6 me, 7 Steve, Mike 8, Dave 9, Dewey 10th, Chip 11th, and Gorman 12th. How often have we seen Gorman a
I hate
projected
that.
last place finish? And
Yeah. Gorman's not allowed to do that.
yeah,
Come
he's
on.
not allowed to finish 12th. Come on. No, but Gorman's usually at the if Gorman is having a down year, I feel like he's in the 9-10 range. So
I was just
being
gonna say 10th
12th,
is like his bottom for
yeah,
sure.
being 12th
Usually.
is crazy. So the biggest droppers are Steve started off projected to finish first, now projected to finish 7th. Mike projected to finish 2nd, now projected to finish 8th, and then Dave started projected 4th, now projected 9th. So Steve a huge dropper, but they still think he's going to make the playoffs. Mike a huge dropper out of the playoffs, and Dave also out of the playoffs based on these power rankings. That's wild. Let's take a look at the message board right now. So um, we already looked at this one. This is okay. So another post. This one by Dave. It says that's a good idea. Um, and then Mike comments and says fuck around and oh wait we already did we look at this? Yeah, we saw Mike say fuck around
Just
and
the
find
initial
a
mic.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
The initial
then
mic one.
Austin replied and said, good idea, Mike. Paul said, Mike, great idea. Keep them coming. And then Dave said, good stuff, Mike. So everyone, if you want to go to the message board post saying that's a good idea, which I'm now thinking was a post by Mike, even though it doesn't say who originally posted it. It just shows who last posted in there. Yeah, tell Mike that he did a good job. Or maybe text in the group chat. Tell Mike, you're doing a good job. Great idea, Mike. Really hype Mike up in his time of need after being the lowest scorer in the league this week. And then we have a post by this fucking idiot Paul who says booty time and then says let's talk shop. And this was today actually. This was
Yeah.
you're just a go
I'm trying to
ahead.
get people on their phones so they can focus on talking shop.
Let's see if we
So
got anything in
I think
here.
if you click the top one, there's some chats. I mean, those are our trades.
Oh. Okay,
Shop talk. Come on.
let's see.
Uh, Yeah,
Wait, what have I missed in here? Okay,
there's
so
not much.
I said
Wait, here.
the last message from last season was Paul saying balls on Christmas Eve, and then no one else said anything.
Merry Christmas.
And then I said Bogo's Binted on August 25th. Don't even remember that. Um, let's see. I sent a Derek Jeter.
You could just do his user message if you click that top middle option.
Oh, there you go.
Sorts it
Okay,
out a little
so
better.
I sent Derek Jeter. Was hoping that Chip would see it. Generic Yankee fan. He didn't see it. Fuck you, Chip. Um,
I think that
Ryan.
was draft night.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Ryan posted LeBron James. Probably, it's time. It's time to draft. Cool. And then Nick yesterday at 2 p.m. said, "Oh, piss." And then Paul said, "Oh, cock." And then Nick said, "Look at this AI full recap." What?
It's on the app. It's on
Oh,
the
okay.
app.
They are trying to take over the Footbap podcast. And then Dave said AI could never replicate two bros talking shop. True. So if I go on the app, I'm going to see an AI recap?
Sorta, yeah. It's just
Oh,
like
wait, was it the thing from last year?
yeah, yeah. I swear there was a way to view it on computer, but maybe it was just phone.
How do I see it? Where do I go here?
In like the chat thing, it's like a look at the
Oh, so
recap
it's
or
in the
something.
chat? Why would it not be like its own button? Okay, let's go
Yeah,
in here.
but it
Uh,
sounds like the same type of shit.
oh, full recap. Maybe it was actually in here. It might have been in here, and yeah, here we go. Okay, never mind. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
there's
I
nothing
can't.
to click on. It's only in the app. It's fucked up.
I guess okay, whatever. Yeah, it's fucked up. So the AI recap. What a week. Whoa, this is close. This is showing Nick beating Dewey by 2. Whoa, this is close. I'm cursed. Oh, so Nick gets the win here thanks to Garrett Wilson and their 19 points. Sure, that isn't the only reason they won, but in a matchup decided by 2 points, it certainly helped the cause. Dewbag, with their 91.72 points, moves on to next week against Ryan with their L in their bag and have to wonder, was this on purpose? What? Like Dewey purposely
Dewey's
lost?
tanking.
Dewey's tanking this season. We're not a dynasty league. He gains nothing from tanking, but the AI thinks that Dewey's tanking. So watch out for Dewey. He was trying to be a league ruiner with the stupid trades that one year. Maybe he is trying to tank. He's done it before. Patrick Mahomes' 26 points makes him feel like they put in just enough effort to keep things close, but held back a bit. Are you tanking? That's how it's typed out, by the way. It's are you dot
That's
dot
me.
dot. Are you
Yeah,
tanking? It's okay. Don't say it out loud. It'll be our secret. I think that the AI is flirting with Dewey. This is
true.
wild. Then it shows the standings. Top scoring players. Who would have guessed? Ryan's player who scored 40 points, which is 10 more than anyone else. Then Fields was the second highest. Daniel Jones the third highest. Just two guys not even on teams. Then Lamar and Derrick Henry. Most valuable bench warmers was congrats. It was Justin Fields. So
Hell yeah.
good job, Paul. I almost called you Nick. These players could have been left on the bench. Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, Bo Nix. Classic. The game changer was Josh Allen. Captain Lottery did what they were supposed to do and took care of business with the help of Josh Allen scoring 18 points. 18 points. Oh, 18 points above their projected score. Exceeding expectations is one of fantasy's greatest thrills. You love to see it. And then Monday Night Miracle was Nick beating Dewey. Optimism prevailed. Heading into Monday night, Dewey was projected to take home the victory, but came up short as Colson Loveland only registered 2 points. Not the best day in the office. Okay, whatever. Yeah, all right. Yeah, these recaps never end up being great, but I will say I do love that they're insinuating Dewey is tanking in week 1 of
Yeah.
fantasy
Keep an eye on
football.
Dewey.
Yeah, everyone keep a close eye on Dewey. This man might be tanking. So let's go to probably the
Recent activity.
the recent activity. I think I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Um, if I go to create a poll, like, could there be more polls?
You made one last year. My win over under.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know where to get to polls. Okay, either way, let's go to recent activity. Um, so very active waivers. So first of all, since we last went over things last week, Austin changed his name to Art Modell's Ravens Caw. I mean, that's just trader activity. Uh, Dave picked up the Eagles defense for $5 and they sucked for him. Fuck you, Dave. That's karma for me for what I did this week. Now that I think about it, but uh, Kyle added Trevor Lawrence on Thursday. Um,
Got him 10 points. Tough.
yeah, so it was actually Mike posted good stuff. Mike to himself. Okay, that's cool. Um, Mike also added Rashad Bateman on Friday. He also added Damian Pierce on Friday. Or no, this Steve added Damian Pierce on Friday. What the fuck is going on
Yeah,
right
where was
now?
that from?
Why
D?
am I not seeing these? So why is it gone? Apparently Dave posted a message saying D under
I
a
can't even delete
post
my own
called
message. I don't know
the.
how he did that.
Yeah, I don't
I
know how
can't delete
Dave
it.
deleted his message. Either way, Gorman finally, he's been Watermelon Fiend for years. He's changed his
Yeah,
name to
that's kind
Shopping
of kind of
Talk. That
sad.
was on Monday. Yeah,
I'm a little
kind of
sad.
sad, but this man's getting active in the Shop Talk. So honestly, if it's for that cause, I'm here for it. We had a trade go through. Gorman traded Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, JCM, to Paul for Kyler Murray and J.K. Dobbins. So what I was saying earlier is Gorman just has the issue that I always hate in fantasy, which is having Kyler Murray and Bo Nix, and like you, who knows who to start each week. But if Bo Nix is gonna suck and Kyler Murray is gonna be good, then it's great. And then I also think J.K. Dobbins is a solid pick. And then for Paul, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt is like a potential, rising potential starter on the Commanders, or at least, uh, you know, at worst a 50-50 split back probably in the future. So I would say that this trade is 50-50 overall. But how are you feeling about it, Paul?
I'm feeling good. I'm building for the end of the season because I'm afraid of RJ Harvey on the Broncos eventually taking over or just remaining split with Dobbins. And yeah, I like Krosky Merritt. So Ryan knows. Me and him were mocking him back in like round 10 originally,
Mm-hmm.
Krosky Merritt. And then he shot up to like round 6 or
He
some
got
bullshit.
picked in
So,
round 7, the pick before
oh,
I
round
went.
7.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I remember
immediately
thinking,
was.
I was like, okay, I'll take JCM now and then Jordan Mason like later, and then he got taken and I was like, fuck, I guess I'm just taking Jordan Mason now. I was kind of
Mhm.
annoyed, but I think this
Yeah,
is a solid trade. Like, you really wanted to get off the Arizona trade. You didn't like what you saw Sunday.
I did. I don't want. So that was an accident, sorta. Uh, when I'm drafting people, I don't really think like, oh, who do I already have on that team or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of my draft, I realized, oh shit, I have 3 Cardinals now, or at least after I made the pick. I think I sent it in chat. Um, and I don't like that. I don't like having to rely on one team, especially the Cardinals, to do well in order for me to win. So I like splitting it up,
Yeah.
and we got one of the Cardinals off my team, so I'm happy.
But now you have to get rid of all the Cardinals now. You know what you've done, right? Every Cardinal has to be off your team now. There's
I
no
think
way you
just
can.
one more maybe, if the price is right.
All
Come
right.
talk
Well,
shop with me.
first trade of the year happens, base Tuesday, I guess, after week 1. Oh, okay. I thought it said Dave changed his team name to Roman Wilson. I kind of hope he does that. Maybe I might tell him to do that. But Dave makes Roman Wilson likely to trade. Did he even play snaps?
He got 0 points. Yeah, I guess if he didn't play, he'd have like the dashes, so he was on the field at
Yeah,
least.
he was on the field, I guess. I mean, Aaron Rodgers threw for like 300 yards. None of them went for Roman Wilson. Whatever. The trade went through, and then and now we get to waivers today, which is Ryan adds Harold Fannin for $24. Could be a great pickup. Ryan also adds Quinn Johnston, falling right into the Paul trap for $12. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening there. Um, you know, Ryan drops Trey Harris, so Paul, I think I
Yeah,
know who you
I
have
got
your
really
eye
excited.
on. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Uh, Paul picked up Kayshawn Booty for uh, $11. I was gonna put $6 on him, so I wouldn't have got him anyways. But um, he was a pretty highly, not highly sought after, but like multiple people put bids in for
Yeah,
him at least.
you know what I learned is that he went to LSU and he was drafted second round, and he's still pretty young. So I was like, that's a good
Yeah,
recipe
you're
for
just
a
completely
fantasy
wrong.
guy.
I don't know where you got that information from.
What?
I think he was a 6th round pick or 7th.
Someone said second round on
He was
Instagram.
the 6th round pick.
What the fuck? What liar told me? Hold on.
I like immediately you said that I was like, yeah, dude, I don't know what you're saying right now.
Who the fuck? I literally
Well, it's
saw it
wrong either
spelled
way.
out
He was a
round two.
he
I
was a
just want to
second
know
round
who
pick.
lied. Well,
You gotta
either way,
you're gonna
I got
unfollow
a
them on
secret receiver.
Instagram now. So dude, this was a total panic pickup for me. I needed a defense and I kind of didn't really like what was out there. Like the 49ers I would have liked, but since Purdy and Kittle and everyone's hurt, I'm like, well, what if the Niners defense just has to be on the field for more than I want them to be? And I went back last year, Paul, and I saw multiple weeks where defenses were getting picked up for $6, so I put $7 on the Rams defense just to make sure I had a defense that I felt like
I
at
like
least
it.
okay about. I think other people like the offers. Someone else I think put like $4 and maybe $5 too. So like I don't hate it. But the fact I just can't believe how badly you ruined defensive bidding, where everyone put like 0, 1, maybe
Defense
$2 or $3 if it was like, yeah, you caused the defense the yeah, I would say deflation, but no, the defenselation, whatever. Um, this is your fault. Steve added Calvin Austin. I added the cokehead, so I'm a fucking IR slut, same as
Hell yeah.
Paul. Same as Paul, I'm joining the dark side. Realistically, what it is in my work league, um, I because we have two IR spots and people do it every fucking year. And we're in a keeper league, Paul. So people will do this shit where last week of the season, you know the year where ETN like tore his ACL or some shit, he was
hmm
out all year. Someone in the last week of the season picked up ETN for $0 and then got to keep him next year on his IR spot for $5. Could you keep
I've
guys
tried
for
doing
five
that with.
bucks?
I picked up Godwin and Ayuk for that same reason. Like on a miracle, they'd be traded and be the wide receiver one somewhere,
Mm. Yeah,
but
so
that didn't work out. But I
yeah,
tried to.
so like people do that all the time. I remember um Bennett, my coworker, Bennett, the evil mastermind. Ryan knows exactly who I'm talking about. He picked up Saquon Barkley the year he tore his ACL last week of the season, put it on IR. Like when it's Saquon Barkley, it's like no, you're not keeping him for $5 next year. That's fucking ridiculous. But ETN was like it was like his rookie year that he missed, so it was almost like I think it was his rookie year. Regardless, it was like that was allowed. So people have been cheesing IR spots in my work league like the entire time I've been in it, and I never do it because like I don't really see a point in it. But this year, because of like what happened, because I like Jalen Coker, um, I was like, whatever. I'm taking Coker, and I had Tony Pollard, so I was like, I'll take Tajay, put him on my IR. Immediately the next morning, our fucking work like fantasy football chain is like, guys, we need to limit IR to one spot probably or so. I was like, you fuckers, dude. Because I think it's because I do good in the league every year. Now like me doing the IR strat, they're like, all right, he's become too powerful. He's become sentient. We can't let him do this. So I was like, fuck you guys. So I dropped Coker. So in our league, I was like, I'm fucking picking up Coker. I also dropped Coker in that league because I already had Tet McMillan, so I was like, it kind of feels stupid to have two Carolina receivers. Maybe Coker's going to be awesome. Realistically, he's probably not going to be shit, but I'm doing the Cokehead IR strat in our league. We'll see how it works out for me. Chip added Kenny Gainwell. Wow, I didn't even really see that happen. Dave added Juwan Johnson. This man must have been starving for a tight end. Let's see what happened here. He has Hawkinson. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, what the fuck? Um, Paul picks up DJ Giddens. Ooh, Ryan. Ryan's not gonna
Yep.
be happy about that. Oh
Johnny
wait.
T's losing his spot.
Yeah. Or what did Ryan say? Ryan was like, DJ Giddens is no Tyler Goodson or whatever. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That
He's like
was
Tyler Goodson coming back though.
yeah, like what did I say? It was
I
like
don't know.
piss.
A bag of diarrhea or
Yeah, it
piss
was like
diaper.
yeah, it was piss diaper. Yeah, it was like oh dude, keep being happy about your poopy diaper. Like meanwhile, I have diarrhea underwear coming back or whatever. Like what are we talking about? DJ Giddens and Tyler Goodson. Kyle added the Niners defense. Mike added Michael Penis Jr. Ryan added the Cowboys defense. Steve added Johnny Smith. Um, Obviously that's Johnny Smith. But I didn't see. Okay. You have Xavier Leggett. I thought you picked him up or something. I was like, when did that?
I also
So
picked up Trey McBride.
yeah, so Paul's looking to trade Xavier Leggett and Trey McBride. I mean, it's hysterical that you took like 3 people this year that you were like, I don't even want them, but the value's great, and now you're just trying to trade all of them. Like, what were you doing in this draft, dude?
I don't know, dude. I get stressed out in mocks, and I was phone drafting. It just all
Yeah,
went
you
wrong.
you were a fucking mess. Let's start at the bottom here. So the first matchup for next week is Ryan versus Steve, and ESPN doesn't even think it's going to be close. Ryan's projected to win 116 to 100. I mean, this early in the
Damn.
year to be a 16-point favorite is fucking
What the
bizarre.
fuck?
I'm trying to even see like what it is.
Dewey has no other options. Yeah.
I mean CMC, but Dewey's also not. Oh, I guess it's RJ Harvey is projected like nothing. I guess that's what it comes down to. Um, but yeah, Josh Allen. Oh man, Mahomes versus. I mean, 19-point projection for Mahomes against Philly's defense seems. I think Josh Allen's probably gonna. Oh, he kind of struggles against the Jets though. So
Yeah, true. In New York, he always has piss games.
yeah, so that
Remember we
actually
looked at
might
that last
be.
year.
That might be. That could be like they both. The QBs could be a wash. I'd rather have Josh Allen, but that could be a wash just given Josh Allen's history. CMC versus the Saints. Oh my God, he's gonna fucking shit on them. But I also think
30
Amari and
at
Hampton.
least.
Yeah, I think Amari and Hampton could also have a nice game too. But I'd still give the edge to CMC. Yeah, Johnny Taylor's gonna outscore RJ Harvey. I'm not really. They're actually playing each other. Colts play the
Yeah,
Broncos.
against
Um,
Denver's tough.
yeah, and then Mike Evans versus Houston. I think Houston has a pretty good defense, so I'll give the edge to Amon Ra, but not by much. Um, T. Higgins against Jacksonville. I'll give the edge to. Oh well,
Dude,
Travis Hunter's playing Cincy. Both of
Travis
those
Hunter
guys should do
guarding T.
good.
Higgins. He's gonna prevent
Oh,
it.
yeah, dude. Yeah, wait. Travis Hunter and T. Higgins, I think, are a wash just because I both think they're going to do good. Both going up against piss defenses. This is like the teams playing each other bowl right here. Am I going crazy?
hmm
The Ryan's running back is playing Dewey's running back, and then Ryan's wide receiver is playing Dewey's wide receiver too. Um, let's see. I mean, even Travis Kelsey is. Oh no, wait, never mind. I guess Dewey doesn't want Travis Kelsey versus Colson Loveland. I guess Ryan gets the edge there for Kelsey. Brees Hall versus Buffalo. I think he might actually do good. But then Marvin Harrison versus Carolina. He should do good. This is gonna
Yeah,
be closer
I
than I
think
think it might seem.
I
But
bet Ryan puts Harold Fannin in as well.
oh yeah, I
He
hope he
can spend all
does.
that coin
You
on him to
can't put
not
all
start
that
him.
coin on Harry Fan and then not start him. I
Yeah.
think Ryan's also probably gonna put in like. I hope he puts in QJ. Do it. Put him in over Diggs. Come on.
He texted me asking Diggs or QJ, and I was like, I'm scarred from fucking Johnston, so I'd say Diggs.
Dude, come on. Also, why is Ryan asking you for help anyways? Is it just because you give
So we're
him
talking
it?
shop.
Oh, I was
Uh,
gonna say, is it just because you give him it? Why are
I'm
you
the
the
big Q
trusted?
expert.
You're the what expert?
The big Q.
The
That's
big
his
Q
nickname.
expert. This man's
Quentin
got to
Johnston.
go. This man's got to go to different sources for help on lineups. We can't be relying on Paul. We've seen Paul go 12-1 and then lose in the
Hey,
first round in the playoffs. We've
yeah,
also
true.
seen Paul go winless in a season. So
Last week, I made a good call for once. Ignoring projections, I put Dobbins in instead of Ridley.
yeah,
When
that's a great call. That's a great call.
So it worked out.
That's kind of like a little Mickey call though, because like who the fuck wouldn't do that? But you know,
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it's a big step for me.
we'll give you your Mickey victory lap. Um, but yeah, I think Ryan's gonna win, but I think it's gonna be like 112 to like 105. I think it'll be close because I
Yeah,
think that
Dewey's covering.
Dewey's covering. Yeah, that's a
hmm
good call. That's a good call right there. Um, Next matchup we got here is yes, Dave versus Mike week 2 matchup.
Oh yeah,
This
the
is
piss.
loaded, and
What was
it's
it called?
the piss.
Piss fest.
No, you called it like Piss Fest party or something.
No, piss fest clash. That's what it was.
The Piss Fest clash. Dave versus Mike. Dave's projected to win 111 to 108. Neither of these teams hit 60 points last week, but ESPN is bullish on their projected points this week. Um, Oh man, Mike is starting Michael Penix, dude. I
Oh yeah.
I love that. I mean, like, I don't know if it's gonna work out. Minnesota's got a really good defense, but like, I still love the. This man's got balls. He doesn't. This man doesn't listen to projections. But
Yep.
Burrow against Jacksonville is he's I unless Cincy is gonna still be slow. Holy shit, they should shit on them. Gibbs versus Chicago. We already saw what Jordan Mason did to them. They should shit on them. Bucky versus Houston. That's kind of a tough
That's a little
matchup.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devontae versus Tennessee. That's she should do pretty good there. Arizona's defense is whatever. Tet should do pretty good. I think that yeah, and then Mike does have Keenan Allen in, but he doesn't have what's his face? Oh
He's
no, he
got
took
Debo.
Monty out. He took Monty out.
Oh yeah, he's keeping Golden.
Golden.
Damn.
Oh my god, I might take Golden out and put Monty out. I don't trust Golden at all. He like barely fucking
Mike,
played.
I respect it, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, Mike is making some bold moves. Realistically, if Mike had Stroud and David Montgomery in his lineup, even though Mike was the lowest scorer last week, Mike would be projected like 114 points this week. Oh my god, man, this is hysterical. I think this is going to be a really close matchup, though. I
Yeah, I don't know
really,
who I'm gonna pick here.
I really think if Mike had Monty in instead of Golden, I think it could be Mike. But
I'm
I
gonna go
think
with
I'm going to
Dave
go
on
with
this one.
Dave. I'm going with
Yeah,
Dave because I think Burrow could put up 35 points against Cincy, and I think Gibbs can put up
I
20.
think this is Tyrone Tracy's week. 25 bomb from T Trace. That's my
Yeah.
bold prediction.
Yeah, my bold prediction, well, I don't know if this is bold, but I'm my bold prediction is going to be Saquon has Saquon gets 5 points. That's my bold prediction. That's pretty
Damn.
bold, right? It's Saquon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Doesn't
just
matter what
thinking
the
Kansas
defense
City
is.
is going to be like, we're going to make Jalen Hurts beat us. Let's just focus on shutting Saquon Barkley. And if that happens, then Dave's going to win. But if we're going to go on like the higher side here, like a bold prediction in a good way, then I'm going to say, let's see. I'm going to say I don't have a bold prediction on the high side. So I'm sticking with my bold prediction that Saquon's going to have a bad game. But we both picked Dave to beat Mike, but that should be a great matchup. That's just a awesome week 2 matchup. You think you get all the
Mhm.
good matchups week 1 and then week 2 comes around and you still got good matchups. Austin versus Kyle,
Two
like
1-0 teams.
two 1 and
Exciting.
0 teams. Yes, two 1 and 0 teams, two teams that scored a lot. I think that Kyle scored a lot. I think he might have scored over 100. There were only 4 people that scored over 100. I think he was one of them. Never mind. Wait.
Where is he?
Kyle
89.
Kyle
Damn.
won. He only scored 89 points. I didn't
Oh,
even realize that. So
I
the
didn't realize
haters
that
are
either.
saying that Kyle got lucky last week. This is his time to prove something. Austin's projected to win 116 to 110. Kyle is also one of those people like Austin has nothing but praise for Kyle. Kyle doesn't even know this, but like Austin is constantly telling me how Kyle's like the greatest fantasy football player of all time. So this is like, you know, they do say never meet your idols. So
I
let's
was just
see.
gonna say that.
So if Austin loses, Austin might take an L to Kyle. He's gonna meet his idol, and then Kyle's gonna beat him and spit in his face, and you know, really make Austin rethink that. But looking at the matchups here, Lamar should piss on the Cleveland, but I think Dak should do good against the Giants. Let's see, Jamar against Jacksonville. Holy shit, he should put up a shitload of points. Lad versus Vegas should do pretty good. This is all around a pretty even matchup. I don't really know
Mhm.
who
I
has an
think
advantage. Yeah,
if
even ETN plays Cincy.
yeah, he'll be fine with that. Odunze against Detroit should be fine too, even though it was a Mickey score at the end for him. I think he'll be okay. But
I'm
my
picking Austin.
concern is my concern for Austin is tight end Mark Andrews.
Yeah,
He
but
didn't go for a new guy.
no, he
He's gonna roll
did.
with it.
He went for Harold Fannin and didn't get him. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure. I didn't look at the
damn.
offers report, but Austin meant to draft Harold Fannin, or he said he meant to draft Harold Fannin. Um, so yeah, if Austin had Harold Fannin, I would say Austin, and it's not even close. I'm still
Yeah.
going Austin because let's look this up.
I forgot to
Mark
mention while you're looking it
Andrews.
up.
Yeah, go for it.
Me and Austin had an extensive shop talk session for the past, well, since last like Wednesday, pretty much.
Mhm.
We were going back and forth. My true love, Chase Brown, who I wanted forever, was the guy that I was targeting, and we almost got some trades done, but it just didn't work out. He's trying to keep his Ravens flock together. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Austin, but I mean, I'm not sorry. I wish we did make a trade, but it just hasn't worked out yet.
I'm assuming that Mark Andrews got hurt in this game, so I think it looks like Mark Andrews has scored a touchdown almost every time he's played the Browns. Yeah, this is in 14 games he hasn't scored a touchdown in in four or one, two, three, four, five, in five of them, but two of them were when in 2018. I don't know if that really counts. He was a rookie, so ever since his rookie year, he's basically scores against the Browns every week. That's why I think he's going to be
Sometimes two.
okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
in 14 games, he's. I wish they showed like total stats, so I didn't have to
Yeah,
do the
this
math
is
in
the
my
true
head.
test to see if Mark Andrews is washed or not.
In 14 games, he has 11 touchdowns. Like he's gonna get into the end zone this week. I'm almost positive. So that's why I'm not too worried. But this with Tucker Kraft, he's hit or miss too. So I can't even say that there's an advantage there. I'm going Austin. I think this could be Austin's year. I also think Austin just has easy ass matchups this week that like all his guys should smash. So I'm gonna go
Hmm.
Austin. I do think it'll be close though. It's
I
just
also think
randomly.
Austin. Just the fact the Ravens are playing the Browns and they're coming off a loss, I feel like they're going to score 40 again. So all those guys will pop off probably. Like you said,
Yeah,
Mark Andrews should score.
coming off a loss, playing the Browns at home, they're going to be extra motivated. Next next game we have here, Nick playing Steve. Nick is projected to win 110 to 109. Um, let's see. Just looking at the matchups right now. Um,
Huh.
Pittsburgh. I feel like these guys, both these teams are all have like tough matchups. The last
Yeah,
one, everyone had like good matchups, and Austin and Kyle's. This one are a mostly
my
tough matchup.
concern for Steve is he went after Jonnu Smith instead of Hunter Henry. Jonnu Smith went
Mm-hmm.
5 for 15, but he did catch a touchdown. But Hunter Henry just looked like a better guy in my opinion. I'm surprised no one took him
I think he's just a
off the waivers.
Steelers homer. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say there.
true.
This is the first time I'm gonna pick a team to win on the right side. I'm picking Nick to win. I'm not feeling great about it. I think this is going to be a close game, and I think it's going to be very low scoring. I don't think there's going to be a ton of scoring in this. I'm thinking Nick's going to win like 89 to like 82. What do you think?
Yeah, I like Nick's team as well. Baker against Houston. I don't know how that'll go. That's
Hmm.
my big concern. And then plus,
Baker should have thrown like 6 picks on Sunday. I'm like
mhm.
for anyone who didn't watch the game. Well, apparently Falcons. What the fuck am I saying? Apparently Falcons defenders literally can't catch the football because I mean that's like Baker's thing though is he's like a gunslinger, so it's like Brett Favre. You just kind of deal, he's not Brett Favre, but like you just kind of deal with it. But like I couldn't believe how many passes I was like he was just out of control. He's running all over the place, throwing it right at defenders. I'm like, what is this guy doing? So like the Houston is like a very like opportunistic defense that he could definitely throw if he plays the same way he did on Sunday. He could definitely throw a few picks.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I think I'm. Who did you pick, Nick or Steve?
I'm thinking I'm going with Nick just because like I mean the flex spots is what I look at as the difference here, but like I mean they're both pretty even if I were to say.
Mm.
It's hard to pick, but for some reason I think Nick's going to do it. Steve, I don't think he's ever been 0-2 to start a year. He's always
Yeah, that would
top of the
be.
order.
That's like
That'd be
the only
insane.
thing that I'm thinking. Like that's the only thing making me hesitate. But just looking at the matchup,
And
I'm
he just scored
thinking Nick.
120, so that's another thing. Like,
Yeah,
it's Steve. I feel like,
could he really go 0-2, especially after
yeah.
his team still did good yesterday? I would be pretty shocked. Um, Next matchup here, a classic. This is just a fun matchup here. Paul versus Gorman. Paul's projected to win 115 to 109. Paul, how are you feeling about this matchup? What are you feeling
I'm
good about
feeling
on your
okay.
team, and what are you worried about on Gorman's team?
Um, what I'm feeling good about is not Pacheco since they play Philadelphia. Maybe he can waltz in the end zone. That's my only hope there. It's either him or Krosky Merritt, but they play Green Bay, so I mean it's a lose-lose. I just got to hope for a touchdown for those, well, at least Pacheco's who I'm going to roll with. But Drake London, He was a limited participant. His coach said is hopeful he'll be ready, so I really hope he plays.
I mean, the fact that
If not,
he's even practicing on a Wednesday, yeah, it's Wednesday
yeah,
day. Yeah, that's good
uh,
news. I feel like he's gonna play surprisingly. I don't
yeah,
want to
but I'm
jinx it. Knock on
Krosky
wood,
Merrill.
Paul. Knock on
Yeah,
wood.
I'm rocking right now. I got a wood dust, but I can't put Krosky Merritt at that point if it were to be Sunday. So I'd probably have to roll with Booty or
Yeah.
Pop Douglas. So we'll see how that goes. That's my worry. But Gorman's team, I think.
You're worried about
Uh,
Kyler. The
I
Kyler
was gonna,
revenge game after you just traded him. Kyler puts
the
up
fact they play
35
Carolina is
points.
scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Carolina's just so bad. But my
Yeah.
worry is Josh Jacobs. I bet he'll have like a 2 or even 3 touchdown game. Who knows? It's Josh Jacobs after all.
I wonder if Gorman's gonna play Dobbins or not. Because
Oh yeah,
he
that's
just
another
got
thing.
him
If he
too.
were to do that,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know who he'd play him over or anything, like what his thoughts
yeah,
are, but
maybe Chubb, but
I kind of
at the
think
same time they're like the same.
I think this is a good time for you to play Gorman. Well, this is rough, and this could be rough also, like Jacobs. But like Kamara playing San Fran should be tough, and like Terry, just with the contract shit, I just don't think he's back to himself
Yeah,
yet.
especially playing Green Bay.
And then
That's
the
tough.
Browns playing Baltimore. I mean, if Gorman's gonna roll out the Browns, I know you're licking your chops looking at the Browns playing Baltimore, just knowing the Browns defense is putting up a -5. You're glad he's doing that, aren't you?
He's definitely picking our defense up. There's no
Well,
way,
he
but I would
hasn't.
love him to keep
I
it.
don't know. Waivers already went through. We'll see what happens. But
I would love it.
I'm gonna pick you to win because you got Connor versus Carolina. I really think Fields is going to do good against Buffalo because I didn't think Buffalo's
Yeah,
defense
Buffalo's
looked good
defense
at
is bad.
all. Yeah.
Hmm.
Atlanta's defense is ass, so I can't imagine JJ McCarthy's going to suck again. I mean, he did suck against Chicago. Their defense isn't like amazing. It's okay. Trey McBride versus Carolina also. Um, yeah, I'm going to pick you. I'll pick you to win. I'm just kind of worried about a lot of. I'm even worried about Malik Neighbors on Gorman's. I think that
Yeah,
this might
yeah,
be the
against
most.
Dallas.
This might be the most. And Gorman's 0-1. This might be the most confident I am in picking a winner. Would be you
Damn.
over Gorman. It's just because I don't like Gorman's matchups outside of a couple things, and I think you have good matchups. And I think like I just don't personally trust Judy, Chubb, McLaurin, Neighbors, or Camaro right now. Like fully trust them. Where if I look at your team, I'm like, I feel good that James Conner, Jefferson, Drake London, Jacoby Myers, and Ridley, even McBride. Like I feel good about those guys. Gorman's just got too many question marks in for me personally, so I'm gonna pick you to win this one. Obviously, you don't have to pick who's gonna win that yourself. Last
Me.
matchup. Okay, well, fuck you. Last matchup here is me versus Chip. Are we? We're not in the. Yeah, he's in the Bohemian Bapsody. I do like that it cuts it off here.
Bohemian
Bohemian
Baps.
Baps. Dot dot dot.
Awesome. Bap Street Bow.
Bap
I like
Street
that.
Bow. Me versus Chip. A great week 2 matchup. I'm projected to win 111 to 105. We'll see what ends up happening. I just always put in like the highest projected guys at the beginning of the week. I don't know what like changes I'm gonna make or not. Just because Pittsburgh's run defense looked so bad that I'm wondering if I should put Kenneth Walker in over someone. I haven't even really looked at Chip's team. I don't really. I like Derrick Henry against Cleveland to an extent. I just think like if they're killing Cleveland, Derrick Henry's not going to get a lot. Um, let's see. I don't like Tyler Warren going against Denver. I don't really like Ibuka against Houston. And then Chip Hurts against KC. My bold prediction was Saquon does shit, which would mean that Jalen Hurts probably would do good. Trayvon versus Miami. Miami's defense sucks. Tennessee's defense sucks. Like Puka should be fine. BTJ versus Cincy is scary as shit. Let's see what David Njoku's game log versus um, the Ravens is. I like when guys are like long tenured players like this in a division, so we have like a lot of data to go off of. Okay, so Njoku he does solid against them,
He's all
but
right.
that's could be a lot worse. So I think he'll
Yeah,
probably
I
be
guess
fine.
somebody-
I yeah, you just came in like a crazy man in my mic right there. You're just like that bit. What the fuck? Where are you right now?
No, I'm Just have my mic on,
Okay, now you
like
sound normal.
normal.
Now you sound normal. No, I just gotta hope that Harold Vannon was real and nothing, you know, goes back that way. And since I think that Saquon's gonna do bad, I feel like Devontae Smith and Hurts are both gonna do good. I'm pissed that Xavier Worthy got hurt and stuff, and Rashi Rice is suspended because, God damn it, I think Hollywood Brown's gonna get a lot of targets.
Hmm. Yeah, they got no one else.
Yeah, I get. So what's your
But
takeaway?
I don't know, that Kansas City Philly game is just so huge, and who knows what'll happen there.
It's got
Like
to be a
Hurts
high
could get
like over
yeah.
under game if I had to guess. I'm gonna look right now,
Hmm.
but keep going.
They could just like shut Hurts down, even though I don't think it'll happen. Like it's a possibility. So
It's like you got a game plan for Saquon, not Jalen Hurts, right? That's what I
hmm
think. Like, there's no fucking way. We'll see. I would love if they game plan for
I
Hurts and
think
let Saquon
yeah,
run all over him.
it's also
Please.
a Nico comeback game. He'll be fine. I'm thinking 20 points from him. And I
Nico.
love Tyler Warren. Yeah, Tyler Warren's awesome. I'm very jealous you got him.
Yeah, it just sucks he's
But
playing Denver. I'm very worried
yeah,
about them playing
true.
Denver. But yeah, let's. I'm
It's
just looking
tough.
right now. The highest over under game actually is. Oh, it's actually Commanders Packers, but then it's Bears Lions, which is kind of shocking. But then like, no, it's this makes sense. Bengals Jags 49.5. That makes way more
Damn.
sense. Yeah, yeah. But either way, Chiefs Eagles are 46.5. That's a healthy over under. Like that's points are going to be
Hmm.
scored. Do you have a pick in this game, me or Chip?
I'm picking you. I think it'll be close. I'm thinking like a 3-point win, not five or more.
So one
It'll
thing I'm
come down to the
thinking
wire.
about, here, Paul, is like just I want to go through. So if that happened, I'd be 2-0. Chip would be 0-2. We picked you. I picked you 1-0. Gorman 0-2. I think we picked Nick 2-0. Steve 0-2.
Yeah,
Like we're picking, so we picked Ryan
a
against
lot of 0
Dewey,
and
right?
2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
a
we're
lot of
bit.
2s could happen.
Yeah, are we really gonna like? It's just not gonna happen that way. There's no way we have like 5-0-2 teams. That would be like shocking to me. But we'll see. You know, anything can happen in Footbaps. Is there anything else that I? Oh, so my highest score on the week. It's bold because it just happened last week, but it's gonna be Austin again for me. I was gonna say that when we were going through it. Austin's my who I'm projected to be highest score of the week. Who do you think is gonna be highest score of the week?
I'm gonna go thinking either Ryan or Nick is who I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
I don't really have a reasoning for it, but it just feels right, you know?
Okay. My lowest score of the week I'm projecting to be Steve, by the way.
Oh, really?
I think this was the game that
Um,
I said I think that it's going to be low scoring, and then I picked Nick to win, so that's why I'm going Steve. That's
I'm
really it. So I'm going
gonna go.
Steve.
I'm gonna go either Gorman or Dewey.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. And then what do we think highest scoring game in general is going to be this week?
What do you mean? Like
Like
NFL game?
between two teams, like not just one team. I'm saying Dave and Mike's score
Uh-oh.
is going to be highest scoring game of the week this week.
I was thinking
The
Kyle
two
Austin.
the two lowest scoring teams are going to uh, combine for the most points for the storyline. Um,
That'd be awesome. I say
yes,
Kyle and Austin is my
Kyle and
choice.
Austin. I love it. Um, who do you think? So actually, let's start doing this now. Who's going to be the number one point scorer on the week? Player, not a team.
Big player, yeah. I was gonna ask that too. It seems like a exciting thing to think about. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Who did I? All right. I was thinking Josh Jacobs, but I don't really want to commit. I'm gonna go with Jamar Chase probably at like 30.
Damn, you stole that. I was between Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. I'm gonna go Joe Burrow then if you're gonna go Jamar Chase. So we really gotta hope that the Bengals finish it out or figure this out because yeah, otherwise we're not gonna look great there. But yeah, I think that's all we got for today. I guess a quick shout out here. Shout out to my dog Luna. She just turned 1 year old today. So
Happy
everyone,
birthday.
yeah, everyone spam happy birthday Luna in the comments down below. Um, But yeah, Paul, do you have anything else you want to talk about, or do you think it's about time to
No, I
wrap this up?
mean, just the usual. Keep talking shop. I don't know if I mentioned this during the episode or not, but Ryan and Austin, I wish I was a fly on the wall for those conversations, but I know they're talking shop. I just love hearing about it
Oh,
and keep
yeah.
it going.
Keep the shop talk up. Paul sent me a trade that like I didn't even like
That
hate or
actually was an
anything.
ass. Yep.
What did you say?
That was an ass. All right.
Oh no,
Let me clear the air on
no, it wasn't. It wasn't ass. It was just Drake London was hurt, and so I didn't.
oh,
And he still is questionable. So I just.
it makes sense. Yeah. I understand. I think I sent like 10 or 12 trades yesterday, but before the Krusky Merritt thing happened, Ryan, Dewey, and Nick are targets for just sending shit trades on purpose to see their reaction, and it's worked. So those aren't legit trades, all right? Everyone else in the league, I'm not like that. It's a joke. Trust me. Let's
You
talk
are
shop.
such a grimy scumbag. You really think people are gonna believe you on this one? We
Come
know
on.
exactly what you are.
I've
Oh,
sent good trades. Come on.
okay. Well, if you don't have anything else, Paul, we can log off on here.
Yep.
You good to go?
Let's do it. Yep.
All right, Footbap Nation.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.